Wednesday, July 18th, 8 a.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Guys, we're one day, 24 hours from the unique planetary arrangement. We've been waiting on this day for over a year now. Less than 24 hours, all the planets will be sharing one side of the sun for the next 7 weeks, taking us up into the first week of September, when Mercury will break that line and bring us out of this unique planetary arrangement. The last 6 times this has happened over the course of 120 years, 5 of those 6 times saw increased volcanic activity on our little planet. We'll wait and see what happens, but it begins in less than 24 hours. I'd like to talk a little bit about this boat incident off the shore of Hawaii, as one of the tour boats was looking at the lava entering the ocean, and they've been doing this for a while. In fact, this has gone on for several years. It's not anything new. But we had an incident where a eruption, some sort of an explosion, come out of the water, and it inundated a boat with hot lava. And unfortunately, there were many injuries, some quite serious, one quite serious, and it's very unfortunate. But we have to have tremendous respect for the Earth and what the Earth is going through, especially right now. Pele, as they call this volcano, it's the Kilauea volcano. It's known as Pele. And sometimes, we get tempted by the beauty of this volcano, and as it's erupting and entering the ocean, and it's quite spectacular, like this photo you see right here. But one of the things that I want to discuss that I didn't see discussed about this incident, as some of these chunks that landed on this boat, and I have a picture of the boat, I think right here. Well, that's one of the main hot lava rocks that went through the roof of the boat. And I think I have a picture right here. Here's the vessel here. It's called Lava Ocean Tours. This was not Ikaika Marzo's boat. Ikaika is a captain of a boat that does these lava tours, and this was not his boat. But this could have happened to anybody. This was a very large, unexpected eruption that come up out of the water, and there was actually more than one if you look at the video of the event very closely. I'm not going to show the event that occurred. I don't like to feature other people's pain in any of my videos, and that one clearly shows that. So we're going to show the after effects of what happened, and you can see the boat is covered with cinders that are now cooled off, that were once probably 1,000, even 2,000 degree hot rocks. They went through the roof, or at least one did. You can see that in this picture here, and unfortunately somebody was sitting in this seat right here. This is actually a seat without the cushion on it. That's the hot lava rock that came through the roof. If you look at this video here, what I did was took a segment of the video, put it in slow motion, and zoomed in. That is actually the rock as it's coming through the roof, landing on the floor of the boat right here in front of the seat that you just saw in this picture. Let's see if I can find the picture again real quick. Right there. That's the hot lava rock that's obviously cooled off now. But why didn't that go on through the bottom of the boat? If that thing was at 1,000 or even 2,000 degrees, I'll step this forward real quick, and you can see this thing going through the air, landing. I put it in slow motion. Here we go, watch. There it goes, right there. That was the basketball-sized lava rock that went through the roof of that boat. Right there it is. And that's kind of in a slow motion presentation, so you can see as it's coming through the roof of the boat, landing right there. Now it's sitting on the bottom of the boat. What kept it from going through the boat? All in all, this vessel is probably lucky it didn't sink. So I'm very sorry to everyone that was injured. I'm very sorry to everyone that was involved, because I know that they're just trying to show people a good time, and watching the lava enter the ocean is a very unique, and in some cases probably a once-in-a-lifetime experience for most people. So, but again, we have to remember, that this is a very strong, big volcanic eruption, and it must be given, great respect. So hopefully, a lesson was learned, and everyone comes out okay. So again, I'm very sorry to everyone that was involved and everyone that was injured in this incident. It was very unfortunate, and we're going to move on. I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Big tropical storm making landfall soon off the coast of Shanghai once again. We just saw a very large, at one point it was a super typhoon. Didn't make landfall as a super typhoon, but you can see a very big, large center of rotation off the coast of Asia once again in the same exact spot. This is not going to be a Cat 5 or anything even close. The problem with this one here is it's going to be moving extremely slowly, dropping large amounts of rain. So once it makes landfall, it could stall, or even once it gets close to landfall, it could stall. And you can see I'm moving it forward now 3 hours at a time, and it's barely moving. So that's a large tropical storm making landfall in almost the same exact location as Super Typhoon Maria. So we're looking at Sunday the 22nd, and we've moved it ahead 24 hours, and it probably hasn't moved 100 miles. We're going to step it ahead another 10 hours. We're at VentureSky.com. Makes landfall, but still not completely, and it's going to drop a tremendous amount of rain in this area right here. And that's over the weekend and going into the first part of next week. Japan is going through what seems like the apocalypse over there. It's unbelievable. You can find the story here at watchers.news, and the article's right here. Severe heat wave now engulfs Japan after historic rainfall. So a lot going on in Japan with regard to floods, volcanic eruptions, and now heat waves. Dust storms, the sands of the Sahara, continue to push across the Atlantic into the Caribbean, now extending into the Pacific Ocean. This is pretty much a global event according to nullschool.net. The green you see are dust particulates. The tans you see are much thicker dust particulates. And you can see they are originating from the west coast of Africa, coming right out of the Sahara. But they are covering not only the western hemisphere, but the eastern hemisphere also, extending up north and now below the equator. So this event is getting larger as we get closer to this unique planetary arrangement. Coincidence? May very well be. But you got to keep in mind, Mars itself is going through a planetary-wide dust storm. Earth is now almost in a planetary-wide dust storm. That's what this setting is configured for. Dust only. This does not consider smoke from volcanoes. The green is dust. The browns and tans are the much thicker dust that you can see pretty much occupying a large section, if not all, of the great state of Texas. This article here from KVUE talks about the Saharan dust, and it could create health problems. This is from Austin, Texas. Goes on to talk about another round of Saharan dust blocks out Austin's skyline. And you can see a picture here, and they've got some video from the local area of the dust as it is occupying the skies of Austin, Texas, probably Dallas. We've seen from South Padre Island, the dust is covering a large portion of Texas and is moving up into Oklahoma today as the heat wave sets into the Oklahoma area today. Thursday and Friday could see temperatures of 114 degrees. I'll post the link if you'd like to watch this video below in the description box from KVUE out of Austin, Texas. Here's a quick video I put together from a sunrise out of Cocoa Beach, Florida. And it's looking directly across the Atlantic Ocean right towards the Sahara, where the sands of the Sahara are originating from. And this is unedited. This is exactly what the beach cam looked like, or actually what the beach cam saw 2 mornings ago. And you can clearly see it's an orange-red, and it's directly associated with the Sahara dust storm. So pretty cool video here from the Cocoa Beach Pier. Been there many times. All right, guys, that's all I've got for today. Tropical storm making landfall in the next 5 days off the coast of Shanghai. Could stall and sit there for many, many hours. Global dust storm persists, and it doesn't look like it's showing any signs of letting up. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day, and be safe out there.